Hello everyone, we hope you're well. Now today we're having a go at Manchester tart. Now our measurements here are probably, in fact we're sure, slightly more than you need to make the Manchester tart. I said to Wendy, I don't know whether we're doing the right thing, but she wants to make some jam tarts as well, because she said we've got the jam, we've got to use it up so we can eat the jam tarts as well. So we might look like we've got a bit of pastry left over here, but we're making enough short crust pastry to try and do this. I mean, the oven's on anyway, so I thought I'd better explain, because people are going to say that's too much. It might be. What we've got is 300 grams of plain flour and a pinch of salt, that's in there. We've got 75 grams of cold unsalted butter, which is in the fridge. She's cut that into small pieces to mix in easier, but you'll see that when we get started. We've got 75 grams of cold lard, that's in the fridge as well. Mate, this is rubbish, isn't it? It's supposed to be showing you the ingredients. Half of them are in the fridge. Right. What else have we got? 4 to 6, this is good, this is 4 to 6 tablespoons of cold water, and mate, they're in the fridge as well. I think really I should just open the fridge door and say have a look in there and see if you can spot any of the ingredients, but we're trying to keep it as cold as we can.
I should put it outside.
Yeah, put it outside. It ain't particularly cold, but it's pouring down with rain, so that's not really much use. Right, now I've shown you that a little tiny bit of what it seems a waste of time, doesn't it? What's this stuff laying down here? Look?
It's coconut, but I'm just going to sprinkle to my liking.
Right, we've got desiccated coconut for the top and some cherries there, as you can see, so we'll do that. Now we've got the bird's custard there. Now it's just 2 tablespoons of custard and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and we'll mix that in the milk. But that's a pint of milk, mate. The milk's in the fridge as well. Take no notice of this rabble here. Let's just get on with it and show you what we're doing. I'm sure it'll work out a lot better, and I'll bring you back. Right, we're ready to make a start now. So Andy's going to do this bit first. You've not sieved it, but you're not worrying about that for this. Doesn't matter, does it? Well, it's good practice, but never mind.
I know it is, but
don't matter. We want to get on with it while it's all nice and cold.
Yeah. We won't be thinking about the pastry though. We'll be thinking about the custard, won't we?
We will. I'm putting plenty of cherries on the top. I want plenty of cherries. I've seen them where people just put 1 cherry in the middle, mate. That's not enough for me.
We'll do that for the picture.
Yeah. Right, now Wendy's just rubbing this through, as you can see. Now, you want this into a breadcrumb consistency, and she's now going to disappear because it's a lot easier to do.
I'm not going to eat it
on our dining room table. So go and take it on the table.
I will do, yeah.
Messing about here like this is no good. Right, we brought you back because Wendy's done that to a breadcrumb consistency. Look, it's just much easier on our table. You don't have to go silly. That's perfect. Now she's just going to add a little water.
I left a little hollow, now you've got rid of it.
I've got to show people. Right, just going to make a little hole now and like bring it together. Let me just put that in there if you can. It just makes it easier for us.
I'll start off with a spoon. One of my lovely little spoons I've got.
These are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, I love
I didn't think it'd ever become attached to a spoon like that. But
so
good.
you wouldn't think you could use it so much.
Another lovely present. Right. Let's see if I can.
More.
You can't see very well. I'll try and show you. I like the. Oh, that's hold of that. No, it's all right. You keep that flat, and I'll change your camera. You can just see a little better now. But all you're doing, that you don't want it too wet.
I like it a little bit too wet. Was that the right word? No.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want it too dry because it starts cracking on you.
Yeah.
You know, you can put a bit of flour with it.
Right, what we're going to do is just put a tablespoon of sugar in here, a nice flat one. We don't want to go too crazy. I don't know. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth.
It's
probably naughty, but that's what we're going to do. Right, I'm happy now. We'll just carry on.
Oh.
Just a little more water. Right, you can, let me hold you up again so you can see what that looks like. Look.
It's starting to come together a bit now. But I'm going to add a bit more water and then go in with my hands.
Yeah, go on then.
Put a bit too much there, you see. It can happen.
So now it's a little bit too damp, isn't it?
It won't matter. I can put a bit of flour on the top. It's clean.
It's clean the bowl. So right, this now, I'll just pack that into a round and a little bit flatter, and it'll go into the fridge for a rest for about half an hour.
I've just put a bit of flour on it because I just made it a little bit too wet, but it don't matter.
See, that's what we're saying. You can always bring it back or add a little bit more. It's not the end of the... Now that looks all right.
Yeah.
Right, now that, we're going to wrap that in cling film and put it into the fridge. Now, this is where... Let me get the cling film, because when Wendy starts falling out with it... Well, it's behaving now.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, she's folded it up before she gets here, look.
That with the wind. Right.
Right, there we go. We'll pop that in the fridge and bring you back in half an hour. Right, we've brought you back because this has had a rest in the fridge. Now, it's a bit solid, I think, because we were giving it half an hour in the fridge to rest. This is what you do. But it's been about 2 hours. Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? We thought, well, while it's in there for half an hour, we'll have a bit of dinner. Not knowing, we bought this like a... Well, we thought, it says I'm new on it from Aldi, and it was like a giant sausage roll. And we didn't realise it was from Christmas. Well, after I'd found out, I thought, oh, it's not out at Christmas, Wendy said. Well, it was, we didn't know. But we don't go to Aldi regular, but...
I think I'll cut it.
Cutting it in half now.
About there, I think. I think so. It's only one layer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Should be about right, actually. You just want it nice and round now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sausage roll, it took about an hour to cook it. And I thought, oh, blimey, we're not having that again. Don't people eat some rubbish? I don't know whether anybody else has had it, but it had a taste to it. But mate, all the additives and that in it, it puts you off before you even taste it. So I'm looking forward to my Manchester tart. Not so much to that, well, if we get it. We didn't really enjoy that sausage roll. I don't know. I suppose we have to reinvent the wheel every Christmas, don't we? Instead of having a sausage roll, it's got to be different. And dear Wendy's got a bit in the pastry. I bet.
I have, yeah. Have you noticed me picking it? It's off the...
Is it off that sausage roll? Yeah. Well, it won't kill us, will it?
Oh dear, I don't know. Oops. Oh, look what I've done.
Rolled across it again.
Yeah, I'll do it the other way.
I think I've put the 3mm roller on, guides on the end, so you're not going to be too far off, are you?
No.
I don't know actually.
It was a bit thick on that side.
Yeah, well,
but it was a bit hard to
go across the.
Got
out of hand, hasn't it?
It has. Oh.
It will be big enough.
Yeah, it will be. It's just a funny shape. There's some more pastry there.
Yeah. I say we wasted that much time, and then one of us fell asleep as well.
Oh.
I'm terrible for that in the day. If we get a bit of something to eat and get cosy, oh dear, I'm gone. Terrible. It don't hurt you, does it? Well, does it? Who knows?
I can't do it. I'd nearly do, but I know it's not going to do me any good.
It don't do Wendy any good, but it does me.
Mm-hmm. So all I can hear is snoring.
That was the television snoring.
Was
it?
Wasn't
me, yeah.
Well, what woke you up?
Because I were awake, I could hear the telly snoring.
Yeah. I want to get right in the corner.
Yeah, it's got to be. Don't want any air, and you want the pattern, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's got to have around a little bit because it shrinks if you don't.
It just looks like it's. No, it's not. Just my eyes then.
It's a bit thin over there.
Well, it's because I've done it.
Yeah. I'll stick a bit on, it don't matter, does
Yeah.
it? Looks like it's about filled it up.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the thing with this. You can, I think Wendy's trying to push it into the corner. Oh, I can see some more around there. I think she's been putting her finger through, look. It doesn't actually matter.
No, because it will puff up anyway.
Yeah.
It will. It's me, I'm pressing it too hard.
Yeah, you are. You can see.
But it won't matter. I think you're all right there.
Yeah, I think you are.
You have to be careful with this. It's got a bottom lid. What?
I didn't realise. I'm looking up Wendy, not looking down the camera. I can't see what she's doing, but so we'll just leave it a little bit at the top there because it does shrink a little, especially if you cut it level at the top. It's sticking down this side a bit, this side, look.
It'll do, it's all right.
Yeah. Right, just leave us a bit more pastry for the top. I think you're going to have plenty.
We don't want none top.
Don't we want a top? Oh no, it's for the... Oh, sorry.
What, you just woke up?
Yeah, I just woke up. It's because you cut it in half and I thought...
Yeah, for some jam tarts.
I forgot we're doing it. Oh, mate, I had a lovely dream. I forgot we're making a Manchester tart. But Wendy's still chasing her off the picture, look.
Oh, sorry.
I'm putting a top on the Manchester tart, I am. So really, it looks like you've got about double the pastry you needed.
I know.
Could have made 2 of these. Right, just get the baking beans in now. Then wrinkle the paper up like that because it actually fits in better.
That'd have flew everywhere, wouldn't it?
No, we don't want that.
Right. I don't need to put holes in the bottom. But if you haven't got any holes in the bottom of your flan or your dish or...
I don't know whether you noticed this flan dish is full of holes.
There's holes in
it's
it.
a proper one. So you don't really need to fork the base. So
No,
that's ready to go in now.
say
Yeah, I did. Mate, I'm still
You're still there.
Right, let's get you over to the cooker. Right, let's get this on. And what we're going to do, bake, and we're going to do 180 for 15 minutes. There we go. Switch it on. Nearly pressed the wrong button, Lewis. Right, we'll let that just warm up. As soon as it reaches temperature, I'll bring you back and we'll pop it in. Right, we've just beat now. Look, and it says on there, add food. So we're ready to go in. Let's just get that in there. So that just fits in there nicely. Now that should just go on its own now for 15 minutes. Right, so that while that's doing, we'll go over here, look. Let me move the camera. Right, let's get this hob switched on and get this pan on.
Can you wait a bit, please?
Why, what are we waiting for?
I've got to paste that first.
You've got to what?
Make that into a paste.
Right, first of all, I thought I'd better explain. We've got 2 tablespoons of custard powder there and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and that's going to be our mix. So Wendy's going to wet that now. Right, sugar better explain.
Just put that over there. Okay.
Right, we can't see you now, so that's a good idea. That's it. That's better, we can see now. So you're just mixing this with a little bit of milk at the minute.
Yeah, I'm going to make a mess, aren't I?
So all this is just mixing it so it's going to be easy to mix in the pan. I think I did actually mention that we're using the bird's custard, look. And it does actually say on here, because I have to stop Wendy because she never measures anything, but it does say on there 2 heaped tablespoons of custard powder and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Right, that's all mixed now, so we'll move that out of the way while we bring the cooker forward and get it switched on.
I'm doing your sign.
Put the sign up, you'll be in trouble. Right, just press that one.
Put this in.
Does that come on? No, I haven't turned it on.
There we go.
So all we've got to do now is warm the milk. I think we're going to have to actually turn this down a little.
Maybe mess.
I think we'll better have that on level 3. Now to warm this a little before you tip that in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just go back a little bit, I'm going out of the picture again. Now we're finding this little hob very useful. I know we're a bit limited for room. We've got a 4-plate hob underneath this, but we're finding that this little induction hob is pretty good, really. We keep using it all the time. I do wonder if we should have got a new one. This is getting really old. I'm a bit worried about it.
Well, I tend to put it in and let it warm up together. I do. As long as you keep stirring. I don't like to put it in when it's boiling because you've got to be so fast. If that makes sense. I think what we're going to do is just cool it a little bit, but not enough to set.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I can see it, but all I can see is the baking beads you pulled.
That's Rosemary's fault.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right, now this is going to take a bit of a time, so I think I'll bring you back when you see a little bit of action. Well, I brought you back now because we think it's not going to be too long.
When it goes, it goes. Spencer would eat this, wouldn't he?
Well, I'm looking at it
He's
now
custard
thinking
mad.
he is custard mad, but we've got some of that Jamaican ginger cake under wraps there hiding from me, and I think it'd be just perfect now with a bit of custard.
Your Aunt Beryl liked the fact you were having it, didn't she?
Well, we took my aunt some in her own, and she says, oh, I love ginger cake. Yeah.
So we don't eat it all, do we? We do give some away.
Well, I told her already she didn't like it, because I like it, but there you go.
Yeah, there we go. It will thicken up as it's cooling.
You think that's about it now?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
It don't look bad. I don't, look, you've got to let it bubble a bit. Look, it's bubbling, so you're about there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good, really, because the pastry's about done. That'll have to come out.
Yeah.
Now, if that's finished, I'll turn that off. And we'll move it, and then the oven should be ready. Right, we've had a look at this, and Wendy's mixed this the way it says on the container, and she says it's not thick enough. She's going to do it a bit thicker, so she's made a bit more. Look, we've got about another teaspoon of tablespoon of heaped there. In the ingredients, I will put 3 tablespoons.
Yeah.
It says 1 pint of milk, 3 tablespoons of custard powder, and 3 level tablespoons of sugar.
That's quite a bit thicker.
As I say, the custard powder itself is a big tablespoon. You better put the whole lot together, really.
I have.
So that does look a lot thicker.
Yeah.
I think it will be a lot better. I mean, it's a good job you realised.
See what I mean now?
I can see now that looks a bit better. I mean, I like it runny, but that's not going to be.
So it makes a pattern.
Yeah, this is going to be all right now. So is that what you've got? Let's see it run off again then, just one more time.
Oh, so it makes a pattern.
Oh,
when
right, I see.
Trouble is I can't leave it.
No, it'll burn.
And you can see the top, when it gets cooler here as well, it's thickening up.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll turn that off now. Move it out of the way. Let's see. I mean, that's about all that looks, more or less.
Yeah. No. It won't. I was just looking at this egg. Have you seen one like that before?
What's on top of it?
I don't know. It's spotty. It's got a spotty egg. I bet that was painful.
I thought there was just something on there. Oh yeah, that would make your tabs laugh, wouldn't it? When you, blimey. Mind you, have they got tabs that they can laugh with? I don't know. Right, it's strange, isn't it? Right, okay. Well, you've chosen the egg. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna.
You want the egg white, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Right, we'll get this sorted out and I'll bring you back. Right, let's get these beads out. Leave them in the bowl. Then it's just a case of painting this with the egg white. We thought we'd got the egg white ready, but we hadn't, so we've just done that. I don't know whether I filmed it or not now. I might have done or I might not. But what we'll do, this is just to seal it now, really.
Right,
and
so
we'll
that
just pop
go
it back in for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I won't bother moving the camera. I'm just going to pop this back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Right, I wasn't going to film this because I wanted to get it shoved in quick while the oven was nice and warm. So you can see it's in there, look, another 5 minutes. Right, we'll bring you back when it comes out. Right, it's beeped. Let's get this out now. That should be sealed up now.
Yeah.
Let's lift it out onto the mat. Right, let's get this camera moved. I'll bring you back. Right, now there we are. We'll just let that cool down a little. You can see it's cooked all right now. It's got to be cooked before you put it in, because that's it now. We've finished with the cooker. And all it's a case of filling it up now and decorating it. Right, I'll bring you back when it's cooled off. Right, I've brought you back now because the case is ready. It's time to get the jam on. The jam and then the custard.
I'll do it like this, I think.
Yeah, the case is still fairly warm, so it will melt on, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be hanging around too long. We should probably have warmed the jam, but it's easy to be wise after the event. You see, the pastry's warm, so we thought, well, it'll be fine. It's fairly warm in this kitchen. It's all this baking. Right, I'll bring you back before we do the next stage. Right, that's sorted the jam out. Now Wendy's just got to put the custard on. That's finding its own level. That looks quite good.
Isn't it? More?
Yeah, put it on.
I don't want to put too much on so it don't set.
It'll set, come on. I could eat it now.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right, next step, we'll get the coconut on and the cherries. Oh, we haven't cooked the cherries yet. Right, let's get the coconut on. Oh, I can't believe it.
What?
There's a little bit of black come out there. I don't know what that was. It must be coconut shell. Tiny speck.
Who's Michelle?
I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, I ain't told you about her.
You could break your teeth on that bit of speck, couldn't you?
That's lovely.
There we go.
Right. I can see that little tiny bit that come out. Look,
Can you
there it
see?
is.
You got it? Your tongue's not out, that's why.
Something wrong, isn't there? There it is. I don't know what. What is that?
Well, we only brought it yesterday, so...
Tiny bit of shell. Right, now we're going to get the
You
cherries
say
on.
telling Michelle again?
She's lovely. Right.
Don't take it off.
Can't do it. Because they're all upside down, aren't they?
Oh.
You're all right when they're that way up.
Well, you can turn it with your knife.
I'm not trying to mess about.
Oh, dear.
Well, there's one thing. You can tell we like cherries. That's as good as it's going to get. Look at that. It looks lovely. Right, we're going to cut this Manchester tart now, but before we do, look at all them in there that Wendy's put in the tin. He wanted to make some extra because we've got some family coming as well. So just some jam tarts and lemon curd. But we want to cut this and see what it's like.
I'll do this and then I will turn it.
Yeah, that's all right. We ain't got a plate out. I have to eat it with my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Oh dear, I should have had a plate.
There you
Oh,
go.
put it in the palm of my hand.
I think it needed a bit more settling, but it's all...
I think it did. I don't think it...
You just rush.
It's not cold enough, is it? And I want to
No.
get the video done so I can get it out.
We'll put it back in the fridge.
Put it back in the fridge. I think it'll be better in the morning. But you can see what it's like. That's lovely, that is. Let me have a taste. I've got all jam in my hands now. Look. The jam's running out.
Yeah, it needs to set just a little bit more.
I'll tell you what the problem is. It tastes fine. The jam's coming out. I don't know if we put too much or it needs to set.
I don't know. Could be.
Let's put it
Could
back
be.
in the fridge.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. There, Wendy's showing you. She took it down a bit. Can't see it. Gone down. That's it. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Look after yourselves and we'll see you soon.